What's up, dudes? Welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. Last time we started working on our refined storage system, and we ended the episode with a need for resources. Well, in the in-between period, I went and did a lot of mining. I ended up making a manual hammer, and as you can see from my inventory, I got quite a bit of iron, quite a bit of quartz-enriched iron, silicon. I've been printing processors. I've got our soldering stuff running a bit more resources for us, but we should be able to make at least a fairly basic disk drive today. No, not the cheat mode. But this will be grid, advanced processor crafting table. How do we make an advanced processor? Should be printed silicon, redstone. Yeah, there we go. I'll go grab the crafting table. Wait, I have wood. But this way we'll be able to make some progress, and so we need an advanced processor and a chest. Redstone. We'll also need a chest. What do we need for the machine casing? Take these out. Do advanced processor. Grid. Crafting table. And what do we need for the machine casing? That will be for our disk drive, yes. So advanced processor, chest, machine casing. Now we have a crafting grid, which makes life way easier. We will have a disk drive up and running in a second. Now we'll need some drives. So a storage disk is... I want... Let's see, the 1K storage disk requires a 1K storage part. So how many of these can I make? 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll just make all of the ones I have. And then about a 4K storage disk requires a 4K storage part. I need more basic processors. How do I make the basic processors? Basic, okay. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that should be enough. So if we want 3 of these, I need more glass, it would seem. Glass. Do I have any more sand? Do I need more sand? I think I might. Nope, there's more glass. Cool. So more 1K storage parts. We'll want it multiples of 3, it would seem. Okay, well, we won't have enough for a third set, so we'll go from here. And we need, I want a 4K. We have enough for 1? Alright, we're missing the processors, which we are in the process of making. That. Missing redstone. Oh well. I could just pull some of the excess redstone out of here. So how many can we make now? Another one. And this will turn into a 4K storage disk. And you are out of basic processors. Make another 4K storage. So we need enough for 2 more 4K storage parts, which would be... Do we have enough basic processors for that? Let's find out, shall we? But that's why I made so much silicon, is so that we could keep all this rolling. How about a 16K storage disk? 16K part is 3 4Ks. How many will we end up with? I think we'll end up with 5. I think I want to make that one extra. That way we can make ourselves some 16K drives instead. Yeah, I want to make one more, so I need more processors. Wait, is that the thing I need? No. What do I need? Iron. I need iron in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll make some more basic processors and make sure that we have enough to make 2 of the 16K storage disks, because we might as well. There's no reason to, how do we make storage housing? I guess either way, we'll get what we need. So, processor, redstone, base. It'll make another 4K storage part, so we need more 1K storage parts. 3 to be exact. We only have enough for 2. What are we out of? What are we out of? Glass. Always running out of glass. I didn't realize it was such a precious resource. Do I have any more knocking about? It does not appear that I do. I'm gonna go grab some sand really quick. Because we need glass. I would ideally like to find a desert eventually so that I can just teleport over to it and get a bunch of sand, but you know, for now we'll dredge along the coast. Hey, look, there's a bit more over here. Let's go over here. Anything that's faster than digging in water, because digging in water is never very much fun. Okay, let's head home really quick. Get that glass cooking. So I would much rather keep things rolling than let things stagnate. We're getting close to having quite the nice amount of resources. Got our basic processors. I will probably make more drives, more advanced ones too, during the break in between episodes at some point. Not this next break, but at some point. I like the idea of really making sure I have storage for you guys so it's not so tedious to watch me do this the whole time. Okay, so how do we make... We've got the 6 4K storage parts. How do we make the 16Ks? We need 8 improved processors, so 3, 4... Maybe 4 on each side. Did I leave them all in there? Yes. That's why having 2 solderers is nice, so you can break up the work. I'm not quite sure what these fortune modules and silk tut modules and all these crafting. I think it might be for like the automatic system, but we'll see. For now, we just want to make our 16K parts and our 16K drives and then get our grid system up and running. Because it will make life so much simpler to just be able to access whatever we want and pull things out as we need. $16K storage part 1. Pull these out. 16K storage part 2. 16K storage disk. I need more glass. Thankfully I made enough. Now we have 2 storage disks, and then I might as well turn that 1K into a 1K storage disk. And then we need to wire where do I want our drives at? I think for the time being I want them here. Put these in the drive bay. And then we need to connect our energy to that. Where is... We'll need the controller. Boom jams. And now we can just put everything in here. And then when we want to craft something, we can just, well, things we actually have the items for, I suppose. like a chest. We want a chest, click on it, boom, crafting grid. We can make it straight out of here, and we'll be able to put all of our resources into one localized spot. So now there won't be running from this chest to that chest to this chest. It's just go to our crafting grid, look up whatever we need, and pull it out. This used to be called oh, I forget what it was called now, but now that I'm trying to think about it, I can't remember what that system used to be called. It was like Advanced Engineering or ME, the ME system. That's what it used to be called. I think I'm going to sacrifice these tools to the ether, because I don't want any of those tools. I don't think they'll burn. Is there any other tools in here that I don't want? No, I think I pretty much want everything else in these chests, right? Yeah. Let's just delete them. Or throw them down the flight of stairs. That's okay too. Get rid of all that jazz. And then just keep adding stuff to our system. Now the system's really nice because it allows you to hold just a bunch of items. Obviously I made two 16K storage disks, which means I can hold 16,000 items per disk, so that's 32,000. Now sometimes it's a little bit less effective because like a chest of clay or a chest of cobblestone is a crap ton of cobblestone, but we have ways of countering having an excessive amount of cobblestone. Actually a pretty ingenious way, because there's another mod in here. I can't remember exactly what the mod pack is called, but it allows us to take cobblestone. See, we have 2.3K. If we go like this, it'll let us turn it into compressed cobblestone. We can just pull all, so those 2.3K cobblestone just turned into those 5 blocks, and we can turn it into double compressed cobblestone, and then turn that into triple compressed cobblestone, and suddenly our huge storage of cobblestone isn't so huge storage, and our disk drives are only, all of our items that we had scattered throughout our base only takes up 4,189 storage. So as you can see, we have quite a bit of room. It's one of the beautiful things about this system, is because you can just hold a crud ton of stuff. And eventually I should actually get out the soldering kits. The soldering yeah, there we go. Set those up just so that I have them ready to go. And I will make the wireless crafting grid, so I will be able to take, that turns it into wireless crafting grid. Okay, I need two grids and an advanced processor. But so yeah, that is our refined storage. It's quite nice, and our grid power lets us fly around. So we've got storage, we've got flight. Now we need to work on our armor situation, I believe. Dark boots are really nice. Oh right, I forgot to charge them. How's our power situation? We still got a fair amount. We don't have any uranium in here. How about yellorium? Nope. Oh yeah, I do. Come here, block of gold. You shouldn't be in here. Ah! No sacrificing blocks of gold to the ether. Well, now we've got our storage worked out. We've got our ore processing worked out. We've got our energy more or less worked out. Nothing I'm going to do is going to take a whole lot more than that. We can build a big, huge reactor, but I'm probably not going to build that anytime soon unless I get into some real technology stuff. This uses 13 RS per tick, so if this runs out of power, we lose access to this. So I like the idea of keeping a chest. I think they're called crates. Crate, yeah. I'll keep a crate over here near my access port, and I will put uranium ore or uranium blocks into it. Will this crush this? No. How did we process that for doubling? Pulverizer, macerator, compressor, enrichment chamber. It just goes into the enrichment chamber. There we go. Got quite a bit of gold now. That's pretty nice. So I'm not sure what I want to do next. There are quite a bit of mod packs, and I've got a lot. Oh, right, armor. I want to sort out my armor. Now, there's a lot of different armor mods, but I think I want probably the dark steel set. Yeah, the dark steel set, because it's quite powerful. Like, the legs are 6 armor. Yeah. These are quite powerful items to have. Oh, I need a charging station, too. Charging. Doesn't Mechanism have a charging bay charging station? That's not quite what I want. I think it's called a charging bay. No, that's not quite what I want. How about station? Farming station, charging station. Oh, it looks like a little platform that you step on and it charges things for you. Oh, or I could just make a battery box. I'm not quite sure what they're called. Oh, brain. It's not called a battery box. I know there are battery supplies, but that's not quite what I want. Is it called a core? No. Although those oh, that reminds me, I need to make a Tinker's Construct bow, because those can be quite powerful, and we'll need them to head to the end, which is a thing we should work on. We should work on heading to the end, and we should work on farming wither skeleton skulls to fight the wither, get some nether stars. Okay, I have some goals again. Cool. I was kind of concerned because I didn't know what I was going to do next. I'm going to try and take on the wither and eventually the ender dragon, but we are going to work on armor for now. Actually, because dark steel is part of Ender.io, at Ender, there is a thing called capacitor banks. Yeah. How do we make capacitors? Oh, we need more gold nuggets. Gold nugget. How do we get them? Well, I actually know how we get them, but I wanted the machine to let me do it a few times. Clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure. That's a nice thing. Everything stays inside of here, so no basic capacitor bank. 1, 2. I'm out of copper. Okay. Oh, that's where the copper is. And the dust does not get doubled. Uranium ingot? Oh, right, the Elorium. I was like, why do I have uranium in there? Because I put it there. And if you're ever curious about how much fuel you have, there's a fuel gauge here. Yeah. And it's full, so I will eventually have to turn this back on. But always make sure you're full on fuel, and always make sure to have backup fuel anytime you have a reactor, especially if you're using a system like this, because if you put away all your fuel, you won't be able to turn that back on, and you'll have to go farm, and it'll just be awkward. It would be way easier to just grab the fuel you need and turn it on. More glass. Keep things cooking away, because there's no real reason to put the these through here, because there's plenty of room in the furnaces and it won't benefit anything. Keep things going. Put this back here. I'm going to sneeze. Ugh, excuse me. But I think for now, I'm going to let things keep cooking. And when we come back, we will start dabbling into the Ender IO mod, because there's lots of cool stuff in here. But mostly I want the dark steel armor, because it's quite powerful and quite useful. And then we will build some capacitor banks along the way, which will lead us to need to make other things, other blocks that we'll need, and an ender compass, and we'll go find the end fortress probably in our next episode. Not quite sure. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.